Hey guys, it's Sire Goku, and I am back with more Mega Man.
Christ, it's
but this time
in 19. This game is made in 1993. Fuck, I feel old.
Don't you dare say that. I'm 30.
I'm 30 and I'll be 30 in 2 months.
I've been 30 since September.
Oh shit. Dr. Kane, you have 6 letters in your password. Your password sucks. I'm surprised you haven't been hacked into yet.
Anyway, if we haven't figured it out
This
yet.
isn't realistic.
This is Mega Man
This
X,
isn't realistic at all.
obviously.
This isn't realistic at all. If Dr. Kane had a real password, it'd be like 20 numbers long.
If it was a good password, it would be a combination of letters and numbers.
And also random gibberish. Like this.
Sciencey mumbo jumbo. Also, warning sign. Oh god.
Oh god, the Metroid's out.
Shit. As you can tell, I am playing the Super Nintendo version, although I am using the X collection on my PS2, but that's another story.
I don't even own the
I
don't even own the X collection. I think it died before I even got a chance to get it.
Depends. I think you can find the PS2 version no problem. You were trying to find the GameCube version, which was apparently rare as fuck.
Approximately 30 years to be required before we can safely confirm its reliability. 30 years later, yeah, Dr. Light built him like in the past. 30 years later, everything just goes to shit.
Well, see, the thing is, this is like 100 years after the Classics franchise, so I'm pretty sure if X hasn't woken up yet, I think there's nothing wrong with him.
Why hasn't he woken up yet? Get the defib. Fuck.
Unless we're talking about the Mega Man Zero continuity, in which case that's an entire different plot altogether.
What's that? Dr. Wily was the true good guy all along.
Well, that's kind of what Mega Man ZX Advent was trying to do until that franchise died.
It killed before its prime because sales shrunk.
Well, no one bought ZX Advent.
Well, nobody liked Gray. Fuck him.
Anyway, this is Mega Man X, what many consider to be the best in the X series, which is sad when there's 9 games in the franchise.
By the way, Perspective's a bitch. That highway should be much taller.
It's a video game. If you're playing the PSP version, it looks a lot better.
Yeah, that was it. I'm just commenting how silly it looks. I have a lot of memories with this game. And by memories, I mean very painful memories of me never being able to beat this game.
Oh, don't feel bad. When I first played this game, I was like 11 years old. I could never beat this game for the life of me. I could get to the final boss, but I could never beat him because fuck it.
Let me tell you how bad I was. I could never get to the end of Sigma 1.
Oh, I got stuck on the spider boss in Sigma 1.
I didn't even get to the boss.
Oh,
I didn't even get inside the fortress.
Oh well.
That's how bad I was.
Anyway, Giant B. Also, get used to this because Capcom really, really, really likes its highway stage because they reuse this.
I thought you were gonna say they really, really like the B.
Well, they do like the B because you're gonna fight it twice, but they reuse the highway stage like 3 times.
It's like they keep going down the same highway over and over.
Specifically in X7 and Mega Man ZX Advent, but
we don't talk about 7.
X7 is not that bad.
No, but goddamn, I'd rather just play something else.
I would rather play X7 over X6, but that's a story for when I get to X6.
That's comparing rotten fruit to rotten garbage.
I'd still rather play X7 over X6. I'm not saying that makes X7 any better.
I'm just saying I'd rather play something else entirely than either of them.
Fair point. I'm pretty sure Capcom knows that too, because by the time X8 rolls around, X6 and X7 are retconned out of continuity. outside of Axel, but they completely retcon his backstory. So yeah, they completely erase X7 from continuity.
But Red, I'm dead.
Anyway, I'm doing this the stupid non-speedrunner way for anyone.
Oh, who cares?
For all three of you that have never seen or played Mega Man X, we're coming up to an unwinnable boss fight, and you can speed past it a lot faster if you just take a shit ton of unnecessary damage. And I'm choosing not to do that.
Just wait till we get there, God.
I know.
Spoilers, man.
Spoilers for a 24-year-old game. Probably older than that, too. This game's probably almost as old as I am.
It's Boba Fett.
Well, Vile's name in the Japanese game is Vava, so I'm pretty sure it's intentional. Come on, Vile.
Well,
please, there you go. Yes.
Okay, there we go.
It's like, usually it doesn't take till the very last hit for him to do that to me, but he was being a jerk.
I'm not gonna lie, for a second I thought Vile said, "You worthless piece of shit."
I know, right? Well, in this version in the Anniversary Collection, they did get rid of all the censoring, as we're going to find out in about 2 seconds here. Enter the best character in the game, and his theme is over.
Don't, and we'll never hear it again.
Yeah, you can tell I'm playing on the X Collection, because, gasp, X swears, and it's the only time in this entire game where he does that.
Oh no, swearing in a Super Nintendo game. Whatever will we do?
Back then, that was actually extremely rare. I think X3 was the first time that there was actually a swear in a Mega Man game. Nope, Mega Man 7. Mega Man 7, I forgot. Bass says damn in Mega Man 7.
Yeah, yeah. He does.
And that came out in the same month as Mega Man X2.
That's the point where they try to make Bass into edgy Mega Man until they just turned him into, oh shit, why'd I do this?
They turned him into Vegeta. And
mistakes were made.
Looking at Dragon Ball Super, it's more than it probably should have been.
No, I look at Mega Man 8 and I see Bass, and most of his faces are pretty much mistakes were made.
I do like the password theme. Also, unfortunately, I do have to sit through this, but hey, 2 seconds, whatever. That's the save menu for the Anniversary Collection. It shows up every time, even if I don't have a memory card plugged in. Anyway, this is the boss selection screen.
It kind of looks less like their portraits and more like this is their table.
I know, right? It's like, meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom.
Yeah, it's like okay,
sitting there going like, okay,
all right, Chip, all right, Boomerang Cutter, it's your turn. You cut the table again, you asshole.
God damn it. Anyway, I'm going in the order that you should be starting off with. Always start with Chill Penguin.
Well, what if I want to do What do I do Flame Mammoth first?
Chill Penguin first. Well, if you're playing the PSP version, then yes, do Flame Mammoth first, because in the PSP version they change where all the armor locations are.
which feels weird.
I found that out the hard way.
Also, the game's being very nice to you by dropping an extra life.
Yeah, for some reason I have super good luck with Mega Man, where the game drops extra lives like candy for me. Although there is a specific bat in the game, in Armored Armadillo stage, that is programmed to drop extra lives more frequently.
Mm-hmm.
So that's done on purpose.
He just wants to be BFFs, don't you know?
This is also the best stage in the game to fill up sub-tanks, which we'll get to when I get to that. There are no energy tanks in this game, but there are sub-tanks, which pretty much work the same way, except they're permanent.
Screw your E-tank.
Also for the people that don't know how this game works, I do realize you can notice that compared to the classic series, my health bar is extremely low. Also, Dr. Light is dead, but he's got this capsule here.
So you've come. Who the fuck are you? X, I gave you the ability to choose your own path of life. Seriously, who are you? Who the fuck do you think you are?
You say that, and then the PSP version, when you first get to this, and X is like, wait, I kind of know who this guy is. Although, in the PSP version, he does say his name when he gets to the first capsule, so it at least makes some kind of sense.
I feel like I know this guy. I should trust him, even though I don't know anything about him.
I died 100 years ago. Oh!
I died 100 years ago. I thought you were supposed to be a computer program. Here, take these boots and leave.
We don't talk about that till X5. And even then that gets retconned.
Just here, take these boots and leave. You never saw me.
Unless you never saw me. But what about the other three? You never saw me. Find my other capsules, Megaman X. Wait, didn't you make another one? We don't talk about him.
You want to beat Sigma? Follow my maze.
How do you know who Sigma is? Don't question it. I know things. Anyway, now that we have the dash boots, that's pretty much all we need for the rest of the game. It pretty much...
We can beat the game now.
Well, no.
I think.
It's basically X's version of the slide, except it's 10 times better.
God, could you imagine a Megaman X without being able to charge your buster?
Oh, that would be a bitch.
Having to kill every single enemy bit by bit.
Capcom, if you ever make a Mega Man X9 and you get rid of the charge shot, people are going to fucking hate you.
X9 challenge mode.
No charge, no dash, no charge shot.
Final destination.
It's like no dash, no charge shot, no heart tanks, no sub tanks.
Final destination.
Fuck you. So everything kills you in 3 hits? Yep. Good luck.
Wrong. Yep.
God damn, these robots with their snowballs are way too accurate.
I think my question is, why do snowballs hurt robots?
Have you ever been hit in the face with a snowball? That shit hurts.
Yes, I have, actually. No, it doesn't.
Well, it depends on how big it is, and if it's mostly ice instead of snow.
There shouldn't be any reason why it's mostly ice.
Well, considering the entire room is ice, there's a chill penguin.
Yeah, but the most easiest Maverick in the entire game.
Yeah, 90% of the time he just kind of stands there.
If you get hit by Chill Penguin, it's your own fault.
Kind of.
We mean kind of.
There is a weird glitch in this game where if you dash and shoot, your normal pellet shot does 2 bars of damage instead of 1, but the charge shot does 3 bars of damage. So really, it just depends on which one you want to do faster.
I don't even shoot him when he gets on the line. I just hug the wall. He doesn't do anything.
Well, he's not really supposed as long as you're on the wall, nothing that he does can hurt you unless he gets super unlucky and he jumps into you, which
I feel like Chill Penguin is supposed to be the replacement for the actual Maverick.
No.
He's supposed to, there was supposed to be another Maverick that was here, but he couldn't come in because it was on a sick day, so Chill Penguin came in as a stand-in.
I don't know. Does that mean Cutman's a stand-in? Because you can kill Cutman without taking damage.
No, that's it. No, that's just typical classic Mega Man. This is X. This is the one that's supposed to be taken seriously. And you look at Chill Penguin, you're like, who the fuck?
Yes, this game is supposed to be Yes, the game with a plot about a self-aware android that fights other self-aware androids is supposed to be taken seriously. Okay, then.
He looks up to the sky and wonders why Reploids fight. Don't give me that shit.
It's supposed to... It's more anime than the classic series, I'll give you that, but it's still not supposed to be taken seriously.
Bullshit, it's not!
When the entire world is run by self-aware androids... Also,
that's
you
classic.
Can also change... They're more self-aware in this game because apparently Reploids have the ability to think and feel for themselves.
Yep.
Something that apparently the classic series didn't have, even though I'm pretty sure classic Mega Man has, free will.
Yeah, but that's classic Mega Man. Nobody else has that.
Well, actually, classic Mega Man doesn't have free will because in the end of Mega Man 7, when he says he's going to kill Wily, Wily tells him he can't because he's programmed to not be able to kill things. And that pisses him the fuck off, because he knows he's right. X can decide to kill people if he really wants to, but he's the only. I mean, it's weird because X is not really a Reploid. All the other robots we're fighting are called Reploids. They're all designed by Dr. Kane, who modeled all of these characters off of X when he found him.
By the way, I wanted to
And
bring
they-
this up.
Mhm.
What you said, like, yeah. Feel proud of yourself for fighting the easiest heart tank in the game. It's funny you mentioned that X has no that classic Mega Man has no free will. Yet the comics say he was built as from one of Dr. Light's kids. So technically he should.
Well, comic book continuity is weird.
I'll say it's weird.
It's in context of the actual classic Mega Man story. Mega Man is just an android that Dr. Light made. He wasn't designed off of a human boy. He was designed to look like a human boy, kind of like Pinocchio, except instead of being a puppet, he's a robot.
Yeah, and instead of having the ability to fly, he just runs everywhere. And
Well, he has the ability to fly. He has a dog that turns into a jet.
that doesn't count.
It still means he can fly.
That doesn't count. That's not his own power.
X doesn't have a dog that can turn into a jet.
Yeah, but he can still fly with armor.
Not in this game.
Yeah, that's it. This is him starting out. So,
Yeah.
what comes to slag?
Anyways, and that's a sub-tank.
Yay!
The way those work is if you have full life and you pick up life energy, it gets stored into the sub-tank and you can use it to fill up your health. So it's basically a unlimited energy tank as long as you keep filling it up.
Yay!
If you feel like farming for that shit. Also, Storm Eagle probably has my favorite of the 8 Maverick themes in the game.
It's also very repetitive.
Oh, you can say that about pretty much every song in this game.
Yep.
Honestly.
What's that
You can
10-hour
about
loop?
Mega Man's-
What's that 10-hour loop?
You can actually say that about pretty much every Mega Man soundtrack, honestly, and you wouldn't be wrong.
Now, not to say the music's bad. It's just I don't feel like listening to the same song for 5 hours straight.
I understand.
That's just me, though.
Typically, I don't take that long. I'm just being overly cautious here because I'm recording, so
Wow!
most likely I'm going to
I would
screw up.
Wow! I just noticed the you said this is the PS2 version, right?
Yes, the PS2 X collection.
Oh, apparently the X collection can't loop music worth shit.
No, it loops it. It looped that way on the Super Nintendo version.
Did it? I always thought it was one continuous song.
No, it loops. It's just maybe it took longer to get to the loop in the Super Nintendo version.
Like I just noticed. I only noticed it because I heard the background music stop completely.
Anyway, if you dash jump off this wall, you can get to the second armor upgrade.
Just mash the shit out of that attack button.
Damn right. I mean, unlike the Anniversary Collection on the GameCube, there's no turbo button on this game, which is unfortunate.
Sorry,
I would've
actually, you'll
loved
have to
it.
wait a couple years for the turbo function.
Well, the GameCube version might have actually had a turbo button, but I'm playing the PS2 version, so whatever.
you can always get a controller with a turbo button.
I could, but it's fine. This actually kind of threw me off the first time I played it because the PS2 controller's D-pad is not just a solid plus like the Super Nintendo controller, and that makes doing dash jumping in this game a lot harder than it should.
By the way, this is the most useless power-up.
Yeah, you get the helmet and it breaks blocks. It is useful for one thing, and that's getting the arm cannon upgrade. And you don't even have to get it. You can skip it and get it later.
What would be infinitely amazing is if this armor upgrade allowed you to headbutt enemies.
That would be cool. I think there is a helmet upgrade in a later X game that lets you do that. In fact, I think it's X8 that does that.
It'd be like,
It took 7 days.
All right, take me on X. Oh, what'd you headbutt me for? It's not classy at all, you asshole. Oh, dick.
You also have an escape unit, so if you go back to stages, for backtracking, you can just leave instead of playing through the entire stage, which makes things go 10 times faster.
You know, Classic only lets you do that if you beat the stage.
Yeah. Also, X has a built-in energy balancer that was in Mega Man X 6 and 7, so even if you don't have a weapon equipped, if you pick up a weapon capsule, it automatically goes to the weapon with the least amount of energy.
Not gonna lie, that would have killed me.
Yeah, I took the fancy way in. And Storm Eagle's just like, oh, you son of a bitch.
You blew up my ship! I was gonna go to space with it! I was gonna be the first eagle in space!
This is the fight that'll teach you that dashing and shooting does extra damage, unless you're just gonna spam the charge shot.
It's also the first fight where you learn that the game is impossible without the dash boots.
Yeah, kind of. If you're jumping rapidly, like, that's what's gonna kill you if you don't have the dash boots. And yes, I used the sub tank, but that's just to show off how it worked. I didn't need it.
You don't need to justify using sub tanks.
I know. But anyway, if you don't have the dash boots, the Storm Tornado is just gonna shove you off and you're gonna die. I found that out the hard way when I played Megaman X, and I went to this stage after finding out, oh shit, Chill Penguin stage does not have the dash boots, and I actually died like twice.
Trying to
fight him.
So don't feel bad being let. Don't feel bad being. We're not gonna castrate you for getting hit on Storm Eagle like some people would.
I know. Shifty eyes. I also didn't come into the fight with only 2 hits left, and got hit once and almost died.
You get Storm Tornado. You also look like a total fruit.
Hey, I like royal purple. Also, the Storm Tornado is the best weapon in the entire game. It is Megaman X's Metal Blade, and because it destroys pretty much everything in this game.
I always get too self-conscious to use weapons myself. But that's because I'm a conservative little fuck.
That's fine. Most of the time, I only use the Mega Buster anyway, and I only use the weapons for bosses.
Boss battle.
Anyway, in the next part, we're going to go on to Flame Mammoth, because we're going to do weakness order. That's how I always do these games.
I'm sure everything will be just fine.